Hi, welcome back. Thanks for not leaving me. Uh, so to pick up where I left off on my last transmission here, Captain's Log, um, we went to dig with Todd. It was a lot of fun. Scott and I showed up late. We were fashionably late, of course. And we rolled up, and it was a different site than Todd had last year, which was fine. I mean, I enjoyed Todd's site last year, but I think circumstances were not such that we could return there, and so he got a new plot of land. And since Scott and I showed up late, everybody else was kind of already on the way with the whole prospecting for a T-Rex skeleton that was supposedly somewhere on the property. So I was speaking with Dr. Hunt, and so after I was done with my conversation with Dr. Hunt, I got Hildy, our portable X-ray fluorescence analyzer, put it in the holster and strapped it to my waist, and I set out trying to find the group. After walking in about one direction for a good 25 minutes, it occurred to me that they were not there. So I looked around. It was a pretty cool outcrop. So I turned back, and I started going towards this large hill that I wanted to climb. And that took another 25 minutes. And by the time I got to the base of the hill, I saw in the distance a small speck, which was a person. And so I decided that I should go and find that person, and after another 25 minutes of walking, I still didn't find them. And then I eventually found them after another 15 minutes. So I found them, I regrouped, talked with everybody, saw how they were doing, and then I grabbed Jake, and we went and we climbed this large hill. It was quite the task, and we got to the top. It was flat on top. It was very cool. Great view all around, and then we started taking readings with Hildy. But what really made it interesting to us was, as we were exploring this very steep slope with a flat top hill, I saw something sticking out of a sandstone piece, kind of looked like a mushroom, and I thought it was a piece of wood. It turned out that it was not a piece of wood. It was a dinosaur bone. It was quite large, about yay big, and I was excited. I immediately pulled out my Bluetooth speaker, and Jake and I started listening to the Jurassic Park theme song on repeat until we could get a hold of someone that could help us excavate the bone. Unfortunately, come to find out that the bone that I found was on BLM lands. BLM is the Bureau of Land Management, and the Bureau of Land Management says you shall not excavate vertebrate fossils on our land. Under penalty of jail time and significant fines, I had to leave the bone there. And Todd laughed at me, and Scott laughed at me, and I was upset. It was a sad day for me. And so we got back to the cabin and started. Jake got Hildy and started running the samples and that he had collected and that kind of thing. And I was beginning to write my abstracts for GSA. Jake tells me that Hildy is reporting incorrect readings, which worries me. So I go and I look, and Hildy is not working. We thought that it was because of the long, strenuous day that we had been putting it through. So we put it away, and the next day we pulled it out, hoping that it had time to cool off, but it was still broken. So I had to call Thermo Fisher, the manufacturer, and start getting the process started for returning the tool to get fixed. Thankfully, it's still under warranty, and I was devastated, to say the least. I cried for hours. It was very emotional time for me. I'll see you guys on the next transmission. I need a minute.